There are studies that show that in a classroom, the attention of a child is about 30 to 40%. In a video game, their attention span is north of 90 to 94%. So the key is, how do you make a video game that's really fun, but that also teaches without them necessarily knowing it?
The Abstract Kids Challenge sought to put nutrition as part of the national dialogue and help solve the problem of childhood obesity. Challenge.gov was emerging. We were one of the first federal agencies to use the platform, and it really provided a great space that allowed developers, people who are interested in solving an important social problem to come together and rally their support, and it was really a great partnership from the very beginning. We really did not have any expectations. We wanted something that was fun, engaging, kind of edutainment is one of the buzzwords that we heard a lot of, but it was completely open to what these creative solvers could come up with. So USDA was the catalyst and kind of put the call out there for people to come around and innovate and design interesting games or apps, but we did not take ownership of them. They continue to live on whatever platform and website that the creators establish. So they can continue improving them, making tweaks as they might see fit. But for us, it was putting out the call to action and getting people to have this important discussion around the issue and then have some fun along the way.
Well, we were working on obesity efforts for about 8 or 9 months, and we thought when we saw this, what a great opportunity to team up with someone that has the ability to actually reach the masses. Being an entrepreneur is all about competition, and so when there's a challenge out there for any of us to compete against some of the better minds, I always say go for it.
Tony has type 1 diabetes, and I was developing a website that could help calculate carbohydrates for people with type 1 diabetes. And in searching for USDA free data, I found out about a competition, and I got excited because I had already half finished something. But I was able to change the site around, and so we decided to go for the competition.
Well, we know that as governments, particularly, we don't always have the answers. We really wanted this to be an organic challenge and to have people come up with creative solutions and become a part of the solution themselves.
What we decided to submit was a simple way to change children's behavior by showing what's inside the worst abused foods by kids today. Hamburgers, French fries, milkshakes, and we submitted Smash Your Food. Actually takes food, literally smashes it on high definition video with all the sounds and the yuck of it, and converts it into sugar, salt, and oil that actually is real sugar, salt, and oil that comes into child's glasses. So they can get visually a sense of, wow, what's inside of that?
We've created an application that allows children to drag and drop food to their plate, and then the meters add up and allows the children to understand whether they have a balanced meal. Then when they're done, they can actually shoot an email to their parents saying, this is what I'd like to eat for dinner.
So Trainer is a game that was developed to help kids who play it develop healthy eating and exercise habits. And the whole idea was to give them this fun piece of software that they can interact with. Essentially, they're given a creature that is customized just to them, that they are given the responsibility of training and taking care of. And in doing so and having fun and enjoying interacting with them, they are secretly also learning about what it takes to exercise and become healthy and make good eating choices.
Our submission was tonysplate.com. It's useful for people with type 1 diabetes.
Like, let's say you had a big meal at McDonald's, and then you can just punch all of that in to Tony's Plate, and it'll tell you what you just had and how many carbs are in it, so you would know, so you don't have to weigh everything. And I was kind of like the inspiration. I learned that, having diabetes can't all be that bad. Sometimes there's a lot of good that can come from it.
We have schools calling us that would like to use our recipes in the lunchroom, which is pretty exciting. We are been written up in Bon Appetit, which was really cool, Parents Magazine. The 2011 Doctor of the Year recommended us.
We had mothers call us and say, my child does not drink Coke anymore. He went to the dentist and the dentist told him, those soft drinks are bad for you. He said, yes. Did you know there's 8 sugars in a can of Coke? The dentist says, how do you know that? He says, I played Smash Your Food, and that was 3 months prior to his appointment. I think the challenge was a wonderful opportunity to give us focus, because there was a specific deadline and there was a specific demand made by the government and the contest. That focus and that drive was essential for propelling our business forward. After winning, of course, it was also a wonderful outcome, because we had a phone call from WebMD and we secured subsequently a distribution agreement for 2 of our games, including Smash Your Food, which is the #1 game played on their new site. And so we're pretty excited about that. And so it facilitates a lot of conversations when you say that we were at the White House receiving a prize for one of our games in terms of investors and so on.
The dollar value of the prizes was outweighed by far in the actual submissions we received, whose value in the marketplace could total in the millions of dollars. Beyond the dollar amount, though, just to have people talking about this issue and getting these products and ideas and innovating into the marketplace and into their schools, you really can't calculate the benefit that it can have on improving the health of people's lives. We're definitely thinking more in terms of innovation and how we can collaborate with our partners to come up with better solutions, more impactful solutions than perhaps we have in the past. I think it's a way of knowing that we can always seek to improve, and we can better understand the continually evolving and changing needs of the public so that we can better serve and be public servants. We really wanted to get people involved with this and be a part of the solution, and not just have USDA saying, here's the tool, you should use this, it's the best way. We really believe in the collaborative spirit of this, and that people really got creative and got inspired by talking to each other.
Right now on challenge.gov are competitions to help veterans more easily access their health records, increase recycling on college campuses, prepare individuals and communities for disasters, and dozens of others. Help us find the smartest, most creative people to solve these problems. Go to challenge.gov today.